What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. Good Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. Instant classic in the making. Candid conversation that needs to be had. If you go back through my catalog, I probably made at least 5 videos and 2 live streams plus or more about the idea of dating single mothers abroad, right? I made that video, made those live streams. We've had conversations about it, but as I've aged a little bit and I'm really able to comprehend my understanding of what it's like to date and deal with single mothers, I wanted to have this conversation with you guys in the most candid way humanly possible. Okay? So make sure you drop your like, do everything you need to do to make yourself well versed in the content. Okay? If I polled 100 men today, about 90 to 95% of them, I believe, or 90 to 95 respondents would probably say it is not a good idea to date single women in any country, whether it be the West or the East. And I would probably have to agree to disagree with them. Because I think there's one caveat and one variable that's not taken into consideration when we ask these particular questions about whether it's a good idea to date single mothers and things of that nature. What we're not taking into consideration is the fact of age, the fact of whether that man has kids as well, and the fact of whether they're okay with the idea of blending the families, or anything of that nature. We're almost thinking about it from the perspective of a single man in a position to be with a single mother trying to raise and or put in a position to raise another man's kids. And if we think of it like that, the majority, like I said, 90 to 95% of them would probably say, not for me. Okay? But I think that if you're older and you have had kids before and you kind of feel like you can blend the family, like I said, or you're at an age of maturity where it's kind of like not so much of an issue for you, again, those numbers may fluctuate. Again, I do believe that age plays a very, very important role. Age and understanding of what family life is like will play a major role in how you perceive the idea of whether it would be a good idea for you to be in a relationship with a single mother or not. For me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel because I finally figured out my feelings about dating single mothers and why, in my personal opinion, I still feel as though it is not a good idea and or ideal for me, despite the fact of me being a single, well, I'm not single, but despite the fact of me being a non-married man that doesn't have kids of his own. Okay? I'm going to put it to you like this. There's one of two ways that situation is going to go. Either that woman is going to give you more attention than her kid, or she's going to give her kid more attention than you. Either way, lose-lose. Hear me out. If she gives more attention to you than she gives her kids, what kind of mother is that? That is not the type of woman that I would ever want to ever raise any kid of mine if she's willing to put a man before her kid. Right? Bullshit. Nah. Hell nah. You ain't gonna be the mother of my kids if you willing to put a man before your own kids because you want to be in love or some shit. On the flip side, if she puts her kids above me, I'm losing. I'm working and operating at a deficit. So again, I still lose. I understand that there's a lot of single mothers out there trying to get back into the dating pool or whatever it may be, and they're trying to find that delicate balance, and it's almost impossible, right? And honestly, I can't fathom a thought of any woman putting a man above her kids. So that's kind of why I'm in the realm of the idea of it not being a good idea for somebody like me and single men with no kids alike. Again, I think the situation and the numbers change as age is taken into consideration and the fact of whether that man has kids of his own or not. That would definitely play a part in whether they may or may not be okay with the idea as well. And also the idea of whether that young lady is still in the market for even wanting to have more kids and how you feel about having more kids. That will definitely play a major role in how you pursue any relationship with a single mother. I never want this to be taken in a disrespectful way, but I've always felt as though any type of relationship that I had with a single mother would be temporary in nature. It will be there specifically for us to be able to casually have a good time together. Right? I am fond of the idea of casual situations as long as it's mutually beneficial. And I've learned that with single mothers having to, prioritize the kids and prioritize work or whatever it is to take care of their child, I have found it to be of a beneficial nature for me and her as well to kind of coordinate our time whenever we can get it in. So, AKA, we get it in where we fit it in. So, if I'm only able to catch up with her on a Friday evening after her work between the times of her going home, or she's got somebody to watch the kids so that she can go out and let her hair down a little bit, that works for me. That's my cue, right? I got shit to do on my own. I got shit that keeps me busy on a daily basis too. And if I ain't got shit to keep me busy, look, I'll record a fucking YouTube video and that'll keep me busy. keep me busy. But for me, it's not as if I'm hung up over her or I'm waiting for her or she's waiting on me and, we're trying to find a way to balance a relationship. We have a situationship that both of us have agreed upon. And I believe that that works better as opposed to us trying to figure out a relationship where she's trying to figure out whether she wants to give me more time to her kid and vice versa. Right? Because I always feel the man will lose in that process. But if you understand that your time is limited and we may see each other maybe once or twice a week at best, we gonna make sure that we maximize our time those 1 or 2 times a week that we meet. You feel me? We're definitely gonna make sure that we maximize our time in that regard. And I think that the moments that you do share with women in general, especially those that are single mothers, I kind of feel like the moments that you share when they're rare, the moments that you share when they are rare are the moments that you cherish, for a long time. Things you remember. Yeah, we may not have been able to, spend a lot of time together. We may not have been able to, be really with each other, but the times that we were with each other, we damn sure made that shit count. And it's almost like you kind of look forward to those times when they're rarities or these, these rare rays of sunshine, or those moments where, you never really know if you're going to see each other or not, but when you do get to make it happen, it's like fucking magic, right? And I kind of like that feeling. And I kind of feel like that feeling would probably work best for me if I'm dealing with a young lady that's in a relationship. I'm dealing with a young lady that has kids, right? It doesn't hurt me at all because I understand I'm not sitting here trying to vie for her time while she's having to take her kid to this place and that place and do this for that kid and do that for that kid, and me feeling envious and jealous because that child's getting more attention than me. Again, you have to come into a situationship like that understanding that that woman is going to put more emphasis on her relationship with her child because if you haven't noticed, men can be replaced and stuff, but that child is pretty much stuck with her forever, that's the way it should be. So for me, that's kind of how I feel personally about the idea of being in relationships with single mothers. I kind of feel like that would probably work best for somebody like myself. If it works a little bit different and you're just like, you know what, Doc? Nah, I'm good, bro. I just can't see it happening. Drop it in the comment section below. If you can feel or at least pick up what the good doc is putting down, say, Doc, I can feel your angle. And for me, I'm not really concerned about whether she's a single mother or not. Why? Because we'll find a way to make it work. Definitely interested to hear what you guys got to say. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely interested to hear what you guys got to say. Check out my Patreon, ebooks, all of that stuff listed in the link in the description area below. Also, make sure that you drop a couple dollars on the Good Docs books if you found this video to be just noteworthy enough for you to put a couple dollars on the book. I'd probably appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Time for the Good Doc to go and get to getting. So with that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Makita. Mabuhay. Peace.